Marcus's father was butchered by Germanic tribes, the Marcomanni. Would he be able to take revenge for his father's death?
In 170 AD, the Pax Romana was a lie. My father, Quintus, was a veteran who just wanted to farm the Italian frontier. He taught me that a gladius is an extension of the soul. But the Danube was freezing and the barbarians were hungry. When the 13th Legion marched past our gate, he didn't go for glory. He went because Rome was desperate. Then the news came I was afraid of. The Marcomanni tribes had crossed the river and slaughtered the frontier guard. My father, who was stationed at, was brutally murdered by the barbarians. That day I vowed to myself that I will take revenge for my father's death, no matter the cost. I couldn't see my mother tears. I have to be strong. I have to be brave. The seasons didn't pass. They were endured. By day, I bled for the earth, dragging the plow until my hands were raw. By night, I bled for the sword. While others slept, I studied the movements of the shadow, the balance of the blade, and the cold logic of war. A farmer knows patience. You plant a seed, and you wait. My seed was hatred, and it grew into a man of iron. By 18, I was no longer a boy of Rome. I was a weapon waiting for a hand to wield it, and that hand would be my own. I traded the plow for the larica segmentata. In the 13th Legion, they saw a recruit. I saw an opportunity. They taught us to fight as a unit, but I learned to see the battlefield as a board of La Trunculi. Cunning is a sharper blade than steel. I rose not through the blood I spilled, but through the traps I set. They began to call me the lion. They didn't know the lion was hunting a specific wolf. The Danube ran red that winter. The Marcomanni were thousands, a tide of fur and bone. Their leader, Borges, the man who had personally led the charge that killed my father, stood on the opposite bank. Laughing at our order, let them laugh. I led them into the throat of the valley. I gave them the illusion of a broken line, a weak center. And when they rushed in, the trap snapped shut. It wasn't a battle. It was a reckoning. The cunning of Rome had come for the wild of the forest. In the end, it was just us, two men in the mud. Borges fought like a beast, but he fought for glory. I fought for a ghost. When my blade found his throat, I didn't feel the joy I expected. I felt peace. I could have been king. The men would have followed me to the ends of the world. But a Roman knows when the harvest is done. I took my revenge. The debt was paid.